Hello and welcome everyone to another video by Dr. PilotEdge and welcome to my channel again. And today I'm going to be doing a flight, a VFR flight. We're going to use like real life VFR navigation techniques with dead reckoning, looking at landmarks, etc. using Google Maps, and we're going to be using also Track IR, that free app called OpenTrack that I'm going to show you how to use it today. And in combination with Google Maps and setting the Track IR properly without getting dizzy, we'll be able to actually do a fun visual VFR navigation flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And we're going to do it with live ATC with PilotEdge. Before I get started, don't forget to press subscribe and also press that bell icon so you get notified when I post new videos. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. So what we need here is this application on your computer is called OpenTrack. All you need to do is Google OpenTrack, GitHub, or just OpenTrack, and you're gonna find a link, download it, and run the executable. And then you're gonna have to do a few settings here and there, but it's important to understand that uh, that you can actually adjust the mappings for every axis and you can create dead zones. What are dead zones? Dead zones is like, okay, so I'm sitting right now staring at the monitor. I don't want to be like when I just look a little bit to the right, look a little bit to the left, and this thing starts to shake and you get dizzy. You have control over these things, the yaw, pitch, roll, and the different axes. There's a lot of YouTube videos online that can actually show you how to set those up, but you can just play with them and you'll see what fits your own comfort zone and what you feel comfortable with, and you're going to be good to go. So with that one, and then also uh, on your phone, there's an app called Smooth Track, and that's a free app. So you get Smooth Track, get this application on the computer, and both have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. And just find YouTube videos on how to set it up to connect them. You need to be able to look up your IP address. All the steps are online, guys. So many users out there, and there's so many YouTube videos that can explain this to you. Okay, so that's one thing I'm using. The second thing I'm using is obviously Google Maps, which I explained in my previous video. And today we are going to be doing a flight on PilotEdge with live ATC from San Luis Obispo, KSBP to Santa Barbara. And we're going to do visual navigation, and we're going to plan this flight the proper or the right way. So how are we going to do this? So we're going to take off from San Luis, and we're going to head south, a little bit south or southeast. And then as we hit south, we're going to be close to Santa Barbara class Delta airspace, which is up to 2,800 feet. We're going to be flying at 3,500 to avoid this. And you can see we're going to use all the landmarks. Like, see this little water body right here before Santa Maria. I can fly over Santa Maria directly because I'm going to be at 3,500 above the clouds. That's not an issue. Then I'm going to catch from here the 101 freeway, and I'll take the 101 freeway all the way down. Okay, I'll continue all the way down the 101 freeway. I'll follow it, as you can see here. This is the 101 until it takes me all the way to the coast. And when I hit the coast off of the 101 freeway, I'm going to be about 20 miles west of Santa Barbara, which is the right time to contact the Santa Barbara approach and to tell them that you're coming in for landing with the ATC and so forth. All right, so we're not going to use any GPS. We're not going to use any of this fancy schmancy stuff. We're going to fly visually, looking out the plane with our eyes as if we're doing it in real life. Okay, and with that, let's go ahead and get started and connect to PilotEdge, and we'll see you in the cockpit. All right, folks, now we are in the cockpit, and I have the track or the open track IR is working. And you can see now I'm actually moving my head a little bit right and left, and it's not too sensitive, so I have a little bit of freedom without getting dizzy. And this is what happens when I look to the right, as you can see, and I can look all the way up here. Here we go, and bring it back. And then when I look left, as you can see, and I can look all the way to the back right here. I can also look down, and I can actually go up a little and lean forward to look from above the nose and look that way and extend my head and come back in. Okay, so again, this is up to you, the sensitivity. What you feel comfortable with is what you feel comfortable with. And of course, I adjust this to different aircraft. For example, like, right now, this look is good for me. This height is good for me, right? And this is based on the aircraft, and it's, of course, going to be different if I fly a different kind of plane, right? How is it going to feel like when I'm sitting in my seat in the plane. I want it to be as close as possible to the real thing. I'm going to go ahead now and start the aircraft, and we'll call in for our taxi clearance. We're not going to get flight following today. We're going to do VFR departure to the south. We're going to fly, without flight following all the way down to Santa Barbara, and then we're going to get contact approach when we get closer. Right, so the engine now is running. We're good here. Let's go ahead and grab the ATC. So I'm flying with custom weather, clear skies, and you can actually tell the controllers indirectly, like sort of like a secret lingo on PilotEdge, that you have your own custom weather when you tell them that you have ATC information Zulu. So when you say you have information Zulu, they understand you have your own custom weather. So they're gonna treat you like, hey, so this guy has his own custom weather. He could fly VFR out of an IFR airport on that day. Of course, if the day is VFR, I would get live weather and grab the ATC as normal. So we're gonna listen to the ATC anyways. However, the PilotEdge ATC, which pretty much like the real life the ATC, but we're gonna fly with information Zulu. As you can see, we have clear skies outside. When you look outside the window, nice and clear, beautiful day for VFR navigation. All right, so with that, we'll go ahead now and tune in the ATC frequency on COM2. And San Luis Obispo ATC frequency is 120.6. I like to put this one on COM2. And I'll put a ground on COM2, 1 to 1.6. On COM1, I'm going to put tower 1 to 4.0. And we put guard on COM1 standby.
San Luis County Regional Airport, ATIS Information Hotel, 1706 Zulu, wind variable at 3, visibility 10, 1000 scattered, temperature 13, dew point 10, altimeter 3015, arriving and departing runway 9er, visual approaches in use, read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions, advise on initial contact you have information.
All right, so we're going to be flying at 3,500 today. San Luis ground, good morning, Skyhawk, Hotel Alpha, Delta Alpha Juliet at the East Hangars, ready to taxi with information Zulu, VFR departure to the south.
Hotel Alpha, Delta Alpha Juliet, San Luis ground, runway 29er, taxi via Alpha.
29er via Alpha, Hotel Alpha, Delta Alpha Juliet. Okay, taxi, light on,
Douglas
release the
37
parking
Charlie,
brake. This guy on the left. Maybe I can squeeze
Douglas 37 Charlie, connect SoCal approach 124.35.
2435.
Route 299 Papa Whiskey, safe approach request back on the John Wayne.
Take the ILS into 20, Papa Whiskey.
That's a beautiful track hour right there.
Beach or with vectors?
Vectors, please.
Number 299 Papa Whiskey, turn right heading 350, vectors ILS from 208, final approach course.
Look right 350, expect vectors for 20 right.
Via Alpha.
9 Papa Whiskey.
San Luis Tower, Skyhawk, Hotel Alpha, Delta Alpha Juliet, holding short 29er, VFR departure to the south.
Delta Alpha Juliet, San Luis Tower, left turn to the south approved, runway 29er, clear for takeoff.
29er, clear for takeoff, and I believe you said left turn to the south approved, Hotel Alpha, Delta Alpha Juliet. Right, approach sector is clear. Right side clear. And we come back.
Terminal 299 Papa Whiskey, turn right heading 020.
020, 9 Papa Whiskey.
Alright, let's go ahead now, center the hidden bug. Okay, we're good. And
Douglas 37 Charlie, turn right heading
power
090.
set.
Right turn 090, taxi 37 Charlie.
Airspeed alive, engine instruments all green. Rotate. I can turn now the taxi landing lights off. Reduce the power a little. And fuel pump off. 400 feet AGL, so it's 600. I can start turning, but I don't want to turn before the end of the runway. So here's the airport. I'm still over the runway pretty much, and now I'm not. So I can go ahead now and do my turn. Alright, now we start to visually navigate. A little bit Okay, this will take us to the ocean, and I want to go a little bit south this way to Santa Maria, so I'm going to turn left a little. And Santa Maria should be that way, southeasterly. And if we look on the right, yep, that is the Pacific Ocean right there. And here you go, I'm leaning forward, the track are beautiful. And that's the coast, so Santa Maria should be a little bit to the left, according to, here's the map. Make this a little bigger. Again, we don't see the plane on the map, so we need to go a little bit that way, inland, and look for this water body. And that's your hint about Santa Maria Class Delta airspace. And from there, we're going to try to find, when it bends like this, it's going to try to find the 101 freeway that we're going to follow.
Douglas 37
I
Charlie,
see the water.
Kane. Descend and maintain 3,800.
This is it right there.
Localizer.
So I'm going to turn there.
Localizer, runway 27 approach.
23, 3,800. Hello, Kane. Clear the localizer 27. Approach 7 turn.
There you go. And this is the track arm. So I'm looking, here's that little water body. I see it already, and that's our hint about Santa Maria. Beautiful. And then, like I said, here's the track IR. Let's take that mouse away and look a little bit to the left. And see, now you can look down. Now, so we're climbing 3,500 VFR easterly altitude, odds plus 500s, and that should keep us in a nice VFR altitude. And we try to find now that 101 freeway, folks. And like I said, my goal is to find that. Here we go, that water body right here, and where it bends. That's when I should look for the 101 freeway and just try to follow it over the city of Santa Maria, and just follow it all the way down. That's it. So that's exciting, and that's where it bends right there. As you can see the little bend right here? That's what I'm looking for. That's where I should look for the 101 freeway. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit that way. Here we go, and that's where the little bend I'm looking for. Yep, right there, just like the map. And let's bring the map over. Yep, here's the map, and I'm looking for this highway. This is the 101 that I'm trying to catch right after the water bend. So I try to fly sort of like not exactly parallel to the water body, almost parallel, and I'm supposed to hit it. Okay, so actually I'm on a good heading right now. As I go straight that way, I should be able to catch it right there and follow it all the way. So like I said, folks, like TrackIR, I mean, it's really good. This OpenTrack app is free, and you have to be able to adjust the settings, okay? Create a dead zone in the middle. You don't want every little move with your head for this to move. You're going to get dizzy, and it doesn't make any sense at all. And you need to adjust also the sensitivity or the range on how far you can look to the right. And this angle, all the way back here, how much of your head movement could cover this, and vice versa, and to the left side too. All right, this is very critical to get the comfort. And for example, for the axis of moving forward and backward, I have moving backward nothing. I'm sitting now in my seat, and my back is against the seat, so I cannot move backwards. So I could kill that also in the settings, right? I don't have to make the TrackIR do anything as I move backwards. But when I move forward, yes, I want it to move forward, right? Here you go, like this. When I look down, I want it to look down. That's good for me. That's realistic. Also, moving up to a certain point, and of course down. I'm not going to move down in my seat, right? Because the seat is a constraint. The back of the seat and the bottom of the seat, right? So all this stuff can make it really a nice, realistic experience for you. Okay, so I'm going to lean forward now with the track. I'll try to look. Here's a bridge over the water, and when you think about it, that bridge is the road I'm looking for. Why? Let's look at the map again. Here we go. Look. if we look here, and this is it right here, and this is what I need to follow, and that little bridge. There's two of them actually, so I need to take the first one. So that's what one I'm looking for. Let me go ahead and lean forward again. There it is. That's the one I need to follow for the 101 freeway. Okay, try to find Santa Maria Airport. All right, there's the runway. You can see the runway lights. It's at my like 1 o'clock. I'm sorry, 2 o'clock or so. That's Santa Maria. And I know if I was below the, 2,800 feet, so I would be transgressing on the class Delta if I was inside this water body. So up to here, I'm okay. If I stay outside of this water body, according to the map, I'm actually outside of the Delta. Look here. If we look here, see, here we go. So if I stay from here outside, I'm okay. I'm safe with the Delta airspace. But I am above 2,800, so I'm good to go anyways. I can fly, no problem. There it is, folks. That's the 101 freeway that I'm going to catch right there. Here you go. I'm just going to follow the 101 freeway, and there it is, and start it off of the bridge. Okay, good. In that case, I'll try to stay maybe on the left of it, so I can always look on the right and try to see it. Or actually, maybe stay on the right of it. It'll be easier to look out the left window. So I'm going to head a little bit to the right, so I can see it off of the left side. If I look like this, there it is. I'm leaning with the track R. This is what I need to follow right here along the way, and you can see it's turning left that way between these two hills, so I know that I could follow it straight to there, and that is the 101 right there. As it turns, curves that way, going between these two hills, and that's what we're going to use to navigate, and we have Google Maps right here. All right, so with that, now let's go ahead now and just get ready now for the destination. All right, so we want to maybe tune in the ATIS for Santa Barbara and Tower for Santa Barbara. And Santa Barbara ATIS frequency is 132.65. So we're going to put this on COM2, 132.65. Good, and Tower for Santa Barbara is 119.7. And we also want to tune in approach, Santa Barbara approach, approaching from the west. And Santa Barbara approach, initial contact. So I believe maybe 125 point, I'm sorry, 151329er. 120.55. We set that up. 120.55. But we're going to call in with the information Zulu.
Airport, ATIS information Alpha, 1753 Zulu, wind 150 at 4, visibility 6, pace, ceiling 1,300 broken, temperature 16, dew point 12, altimeter 3013, arriving and departing runways 15 left, 15 right, 25, forward GPS runway 25 approach in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information Alpha.
All right, folks, so grab the ATIS. Again, we're going to call in information Zulu because this way I can actually show you the flight today. I'm making it clear skies. You've heard like broken, I think, 1,300 and haze and all different kind of stuff that I would not do in real life. I mean, a VFR flight with those weather conditions. You know, I like to be safe and cautious. All right, so for the purpose of illustration with the track IR and the Google Maps and the VFR visual navigation. We make it clear sky. So when we call in the controller, we're going to tell them we have information Zulu, and that's like the lingo or the pretty much the code for telling the controller that we have our own custom weather on PilotEdge. Okay, almost at the coast. Good time now to call Santa Barbara approach. Let's do that. So guess which frequency now to 055. And we call in right now. We're about 20 miles west of Santa Barbara and about 7 miles southwest of Gaviota VOR. Here we go. Santa Barbara approach, good morning. Skyhawk Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet. Currently about 7 miles southwest of Gaviota VOR, 20 miles west of Santa Barbara, 3,500 for a full stop at Santa Barbara with Zulu.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, Santa Barbara approach, squawk 1743, SIG aircraft type.
Squawk 1743, it's a Skyhawk Slant Golf Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet. 1743. Okay, go ahead now, transponder. And code 1743.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, radar contact 20 miles west of Santa Barbara Airport. And expect runway 15 right.
We'll expect 15 right, Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, thanks. And here we are along the coast and 20 miles west of the airport, just like what we planned. Folks, all about planning. Okay, planning a VFR flight. We knew that when we follow the 101 and we get to the coast, we are going to be 20 miles west of Santa Barbara, and that's what we need on initial contact. So we squawked 1743. We squawked 1743, as you can see here, and the controller was able to identify us pretty good. And now I need on CommTwo, what I need to do is swap and put tower.
Number 2 Tango Mike, contact departure.
119.7.
Contact departure, 2 Tango Mike.
I'll put ground for Santa Barbara. So we have 109.7, book ground, Santa Barbara ground 121.7. I'll put that on CommTwo, standby. 121.7. And folks, in order to, Santa Barbara is a class Charlie airspace.
Point Magoo departure, Cessna 502 Tango Mike at 800, make 4,000.
502 Tango Mike, Point Magoo departure at our contact, climb maintain 7,000.
Climb maintain 7,000, 2 Tango Mike.
So again, you continue. Santa Barbara is a class Charlie airspace. What you need to do is establish two-way communication with the with approach, not with the tower, with the approach facility 20 miles out. That's the proper call. And they're going to give you a transponder code if you're not on flight following already. If you're on flight following, you already have your own discrete squawk code. And then you get your code. You're going to get identified, and that's it. Once they say your call sign, you can enter the class Charlie airspace. Okay? They say your call sign, you can enter. That's it. You don't need cleared into the Charlie airspace or anything like that at all. He said Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet. He called me by my call sign. That means I can enter the class Charlie airspace. And there's the airport right there.
Urban ground, November 2214 Romeo, that millionaire with Zulu, where do you taxi?
Runway, I believe that's runway
224
7.
Urban ground, runway 15, taxi via Bravo.
And 15 is got to be that one.
15 via Bravo, 14 Romeo.
So the airport is inside. Santa Barbara approach, Skyhawk, Hotel Alpha, Delta Alpha, Juliet, airfield inside.
Hotel Alpha, Delta Alpha, Juliet, contact tower 119.7.
119.7, Hotel Alpha, Delta Alpha, Juliet, you have a good day. Okay, we'll go to CommTwo. Here we go. Santa Barbara Tower, good morning. Skyhawk, Hotel Alpha, Delta Alpha, Juliet on a right base for 15 right. Full stop.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 15 right, clear to land.
15 right, clear to land, Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet. That's it, folks. Let's take a look here. Here's the airport, right there. It's got a like little nice, I don't know, that's like a little canal right off runway 7. You can see it right there. So that's runway 7. It's going to be runway 15 is that way. So now we're on a right base for runway 15 right. So you got to be careful to identify when we turn final that we land on the correct runway. Okay. So all right, case. Okay, autopilot off. Turn the flight director off, and let's turn all the lights on. Okay, and we keep looking. Here we go. And there's 15. I believe I can see the runway. Yep, I see the lights right there, and it should be that way. Good. So we're good. Start coming down now. Reduce the power. Then that's the beauty about track hour if we fly in VFR. Okay, we don't want to pitch down too much. Let's pitch up a little, reduce the speed, and put first notch of flaps. Our airport elevation is sea level, so we're about 1,300 feet AGL right now. Let me look up a little. There it is. That's the runway right there. So here we go. Very nice fly. VFR this way. And we're going to know when to turn.
Bird 0 Foxtrot Romeo, turn right heading 340, contact approach 134.2.
We start now the
right
turn final.
340, contact approach 134.28, 50 Fox Romeo.
There we go. Yep, that's 15 right there, and that's 15 left. It's 15 right and 15 left. And so far so good. Let's pitch up a little so we can reduce the speed, reduce the power a little, and come in with a second notch of flaps, a little high. There you go. Go full flaps right now.
Burbank
Good.
approach, TBM 850 Foxtrot Romeo,
There we
5000.
go. That's nice final. We have
850 Foxtrot Romeo, correction, SoCal approach, say approach
landing
request.
checklist, lights on.
Weather at Van Nuys.
And flaps is
850
needed,
Fox
power is
Romeo, I
needed.
have the weather at Van Nuys. I'd like to fly the ILS runway 16 right.
Next to
Yankee approach.
Rich, and landing clearance received.
And we'd like to fly the published mist thereafter.
15 right here.
Romeo, Roger,
15
verify you
left's
want
right
the
there.
Yankee or the Zulu version?
ILS 16 right, Yankee.
Roger, might want to double check that.
Did I file Zulu on my flight plan?
We're 0 Foxtrot Romeo. Well, your flight plan doesn't have the approach in it, but the rating requires you to fly a specific way.
Okay. 15 right. Idle. Some balloon.
Burbank Tower, November 224, Tango Romeo holding short of 15, ready to go.
224 Tango Romeo, Burbank Tower, runway 15, cleared for takeoff.
5 clear for takeoff, 14 Romeo.
And 850 Fox Romeo, I will request to fly the ILS runway 16 right, Zulu approach.
0 Foxtrot Romeo, roger. And turn 20 degrees right, vectors to
Okay,
final.
flaps up.
Turn 20 degrees right,
Fuel
vectors to
pump
final,
off.
Niner, 850 Fox Romeo.
Echo. Very good. So we stop here. We cannot cross the next runway. And leave the lights on because we're going to cross the next runway. We want to be nice and bright. And we call in right now. Flaps up.
Ramona ground, Skyhawk 84 Echo, northeast of runway 27 near Alpha 2.
We're going to be parking right
ramp,
there. That's southeast
with
parking
Zulu,
transient.
ready to taxi.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, cross runway 15 left at Echo, and join Bravo to parking, monitor ground.
We'll cross 15 left at Echo, join Bravo to parking, monitor ground until after Alpha Juliet. Thanks. All right, so monitor
November
ground
5984
is
Echo, Ramona ground, runway 27,
1217.
taxi via Alpha.
And we'll go ahead. We cross. That's Echo.
Runway 27, taxi via Alpha.
Left side
84
clear.
Echo.
Right side clear.
4 Tango Romeo should
And
be on a
number
110 header,
Romeo, is that a
contact
turn to
departure.
110
And
or
your
left
radar
turn?
contact.
And this is Bravo. Right here. And we join Bravo to parking.
Burbank Tower, 14 Romeo.
All the way down.
Romeo, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation, 14 Romeo.
Okay, here we go. And then we were able to identify the 101 freeway. We followed the 101 freeway per the plan that we had made earlier, all the way to the coast. Okay, so let me go ahead now and
San Luis ground, Cessna 520 Romeo
squawk
Yankee.
VFR.
November 520 Romeo Yankee, San Luis ground.
All lights off except for beacon.
Requesting taxi to runway 29 for VFR pattern work, Cat 3.
Avionics
Cessna
off.
520 Romeo Yankee.
Mixture. And then beacon off. And everything is off. Okay, then we were able to follow the 101 freeway all the way to the coast, and we know that when the 101 meets the coast, so we were here at the coast, and we just continued, and we know the airport is in this area. We're able to see now the airport, and then after that we joined right base for 15 right. He told us to contact tower, and then told him on the right base, got my clearance to land, and that's it. And this was completely no GPS, nothing. We used Google Maps looking outside, and the track IR is so awesome. I feel like I'm in the real plane and looking outside, seeing the real thing that I would see outside of my airplane, my real aircraft if I were to fly the same exact route. And with that, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future videos. And if you're interested in specific topics, please comment below and tell me what you want to cover. I'm a real-life multi-engine instrument instructor based in Europe, and I fly quite often on PilotEdge and the US PilotEdge network, so I'm very familiar with the US VFR and IFR rules. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.